We're joined today by actor Russell Hornsby. You might remember him from shows like Lincoln Heights, Grimm, The Affair. He was in Creed 2. Right now, he's part of the show BMF on Starz. Russell, how you doing today?
I'm well, Justin. And yourself?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Pleasure's mine, sir. Thank you.
Well, I know season 2 of BMF is happening now on Starz. First of all, can you tell the listeners a bit about the show, maybe if they've somehow missed the first 2 seasons here so far?
Oh, no, of course. Well, BMF stands for Black Mafia Family, and it tells the story of 2 brothers, Demetrius and Terry Flenroy, who grew up in the early 80s in Detroit, Michigan. And, obviously in that time, I think a lot of people know that the country was afflicted with Reaganomics. We lost a lot of industry, a lot of jobs went away, high inflation, gas prices, and things of that nature. And so a lot of cities, a lot of communities were broken by virtue of these economic losses. And so, these brothers, took it upon themselves to try to make a way out of no way, and they delved into the industry of street pharmaceutical sales, aka drug dealing. And so they were able to become very successful and ended up migrating from Detroit to Atlanta, where they basically had almost a 20-year run as the top of the food chain in the drug industry from basically 1985 to 2005 between Detroit and Atlanta. And they were the biggest dealers in the country. And you get to learn about their exploits. You get to learn about all the positives that happened through their business dealings, but also the negatives and how it affected them, but also their families as well. It's a true story, and it's an American story. Bootlegging, rum running, all of these things are a part of American history. It's part of American life, and this is just another story in that vein.
And again, it's airing now on Starz, which is great, I think, as far as, the kind of story you're trying to tell. You wouldn't be able to do that in a film. You're really able to develop these characters and tell these stories properly over the course of several episodes. So I think that's a great fit for you guys.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I think that it's important now with where television is, that we've been in this new golden era of television. We've been able to, as you stated, sort of enhance these stories and get deeper. And I think what it does is it allows audiences an opportunity to really lean in as you learn more about these characters, learn more about their backgrounds, learn more about their history. And we become, oftentimes these characters become a part of the fabric of people's lives, and you learn more about these characters. But I think sometimes in a lot of these stories, we end up learning more about ourselves, and it becomes a mirror that we're putting up. And, and we really get an opportunity to ask ourselves sometimes, wow, who are we? And, how would I deal with certain things in this situation? You know what I mean? And we're able to ask and answer a lot of questions about the human condition.
And there are a lot of awesome dramatic shows being made now, and that's great for a guy like you. No shortage of roles with the way streaming services are now, and I just read you were picked up for season 3 here of BMF, so congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. We're excited, and I also get the opportunity to try my hand at directing in season 3. So that's I'm really excited to do that. Learn another skill set to just kind of enhance my portfolio, if you will.
Yeah, and speaking of your portfolio, I wanted to ask you your memories of working on Creed 2 and working with Stallone. That was such a great role for you.
Oh, thank you, man. I had a great time, getting into that boxing world. And then I guess it kind of prepared me for going into Don King, which I was excited about. So it was fortuitous, that I had an opportunity to play Buddy Marcelle and get into that boxing world of promoters and backbiting and hustling.
Yeah, I know the Rocky films had a huge impact on my life growing up. I imagine it must have been the kind of a pinch-me moment for you as well to now be part of that universe.
Oh, no, it was great. I mean, Rocky is one of my favorite films, of all time. And so, just to be in it, you just kind of, you said you're kind of pinching yourself and say, wow, I'm here, and had an opportunity to work opposite Stallone, which was great.
And, of course, as you mentioned, you went on to portray Don King in the series Mike, and I just read also that was NAACP Image Award nomination there. So a lot of stuff happening for you here these days.
Yeah, it's good to get an opportunity to play challenging roles, and then I think that when you breathe some life into them, it's also great to be acknowledged by your peer group that said, like, job well done, And, as they say, it's happy to be it's great. You want to win, but it is still wonderful to be nominated.
Is that tough for you as an actor? I know you have done a lot of dramatic roles, but Don King is, one of maybe the most kind of eccentric character you could probably play. Is that tough to kind of get into that mindset?
It is, but at the same time, I'm an actor of the theater, and so you sort of it allowed me to sort of step into my theatrical bag, become that inner carnival barker that I possess. That person who likes to be the life of the party and tell jokes and tell stories. So that's something that's within me, and I tell people all the time that there are very few true chameleons in our business. People who can just switch on a dime and become somebody totally different. By and large, every actor, when they take on a role, they're taking on and delivering a piece of themselves. So I guess I do have a little bit of Don King in me. I hope it's the good side, and then you just kind of like tap into the bad part. But yeah, some of that is within me, and so I just kind of tapped into that.
Awesome. Well, again, we have BMF Season 2 now on Stars, Season 3 coming up, and I know you're a busy guy, Russell. Is there anything else maybe you're working on or something else we should be looking out for?
No, not this time. I'm just geared up for Season 3, but thank you so much.
Awesome, man. I'm definitely excited for the rest of Season 2 here and Season 3 coming up, and it's been great speaking with you today, Russell. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Have a great one, Dustin.
And again, that was actor Russell Hornsby from BMF, right now on Stars Season 2, and Season 3 is on the way.